Okay. I've been away for a little while, and so we're going to go back to basics. The format of this class, this is our self-healing class. It can be done in a standing posture or sitting down or lying down, doesn't really matter, up to you. And the idea is of a standing posture is just to have a nice wide shoulder width posture. So very often when we hear shoulder width, what we actually do is we use hip width. So try to stand in a more generous stance than shoulder width. Sorry, than hip width. Nice, generous, open stance with the knees just slightly unlocked, the body nice and straight. Okay, so let me explain what this Wednesday morning class is all about. It's normally about running through a healing visualization. Today, we're going to use the most simple visualization of them all, which is Dr. Pang's 𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐢 healing class. So it's a very easy, simple class to do, but it's incredibly deeply effective. But I like to get our qi moving every day. And so I encourage people to do my little warm-up set every day. And it only takes 10, 12 minutes, something like that. And so I would ask you to do that. The point about these warm-up exercises is that if you have not enough energy, or you have some physical problems of some sort, you can always change these exercises to suit yourself. So for instance, they can be done sitting down on a stool. And when we get to the meditation part, you might want to have a chair behind you so that you can just kind of gently drop your bottom down into a chair if you want to stand for a few minutes and then sit for a while, then stand again. So you just have to adapt this class to suit yourself as best as you can. The warm-up exercises, we end up turning the waist all the way to look at the back. But if your spine doesn't do that, you can do a very, very small version of it. You can do tiny forward bends, tiny back bends, whatever you need to do to make this exercise work for you. So we have this 10, 15 minutes of gentle warm-ups. And then after that, we go to our standing or sitting meditation and just try and make the class work for yourself the best that it suits you. This is not about me, it's much more about you. So I'll just guide it and you make it work however you can. Very good. Okay, so let us begin the gentle warm-up exercises. We stand shoulder width, knees gently unlocked, and then turning from the waist. So put the mind deep inside the belly button. Think about the belly button and then go behind it, deep inside the center of the belly. So we're moving from this core area of our body. We gently turn and gently look back over the shoulder and just see how the spine feels when we do this. Come back to the center and do the other side. So we're just testing our spine to see how it feels. If there's any sort of sore bits, they tend to show up very quickly. Just do that a few times, either side. And if your spine is feeling okay, then we can just release and allow the spine to move from side to side. Keep your shoulders completely loose, elbows completely relaxed, wrists completely relaxed. So we turn from the center part of our body, really deep inside the core. You can imagine your belly button moving across to one hip, moving across to the other hip. And as you do so, the spine moves. As you move the spine, the shoulders move. And gently the arms curl around the body. You can open up the palms and let the palms slap on the side of the body. Keep your shoulders soft, relaxed. So everything is driven from deep inside your belly. Keep your shoulders soft, not up by your ears. Let your palms slap on the side of the body. You'll feel your forearms tapping on your tummy button. You'll feel your wrists tapping on the small of your back. You'll notice that also your hips are moving a little bit, your knees are moving a little bit, even your ankles move a little bit. And so this exercise basically works the whole of your body just to get the qi started. So what is qi? That's a big question. It's easier to tell you what qi is not. In a funny way. It's like one of those ideas that the qi is sort of a cloud in the middle and you have to point at it in very many different ways to try and understand what might be in the cloud. So I often say things like it's not it's like magnetism, but it's not actually magnetism. It's like electromagnetism, but it's not electromagnetism. It's like electricity, but not quite like electricity. It's like light, but not quite like light. Gravity, but not quite gravity. You start to get the idea. Nuclear fusion. There's apparently a type of nuclear fusion that goes on in our body between perhaps potassium and calcium, it might be. It's like that, but it's not that. But it's all of those things. So we have this weird force inside us, which we refer to as chi. And that's the reason that the complexity of the nature of life has never really been discovered by science, because we don't have one machine that can measure all of these extraordinary forces. And so in the typical Western way, we just say, oh, well, if we can't measure it, it's, it must be rubbish. And so we just discard it because it doesn't fit into our current scientific standards, is it? Okay, so we have this energy called qi that the Chinese have been manipulating for 3,000, 5,000 years, and they've never been bothered by the question, what is qi? And they just accept it. If you look at the Chinese language, you find that qi pops up everywhere. The symbol for qi is, or the glyph, no, I can't remember the word, for qi has got this symbol of, they say, rice boiling in a pot and the steam rising from it. And that's the kind of the idea of this sort of energy, but it's got food energy, it's got steam energy. When you look at the word for petrol, the word of qi is in there. When you look for the word of, I think even in bus or vehicle, it's got the word qi in it. So it sort of suggests movement and all these kind of things. So it's just very commonplace in the Chinese thought process. This energy is just accepted in everything. But of course, yeah, we're a bit blinkered in the West. Okay, so we've got this idea of qi, and the idea is that it's qi sometimes when you, well, especially when you sleep, the qi stops moving as fluidly around your body. It kind of goes to sleep in the big muscles in your legs and in your arms. And so getting started first thing in the morning like this is a really, really good thing to do. That's why I promote my little warm-up set that we're doing now, because I think that getting your qi moving first thing in the morning is a really important thing to do. When the qi moves, the blood moves. So we have this Chinese phrase, 𝐸𝐴 𝐸𝐴, where the mind moves, the qi moves. You can take the extension further, 𝐸𝐴 𝐸𝐴, where the qi moves, the blood flows. So we have this kind of like idea of how healing works. You put your mind somewhere, then the blood flows there, taking all the nutrients, and then the qi flows, sorry, the qi flows there, then the blood flows there, and the oxygen follows, and we have all this. This is how healing works. We, bang our elbow against something, and then suddenly you're looking at it and you're rubbing it and and you're thinking about, oh, that was so. And all of those things are bringing your intention to healing your banged elbow. So same thing is true of doing our warm exercise. It gets everything flowing in the body. Let's change it a little bit. We're going reasonably quickly. Let's go a little bit more slowly and look back over your shoulder. Really open up the neck now. So now the entire spine is loosening. If you feel lightheaded, think about your toes. Squeeze the big toes against the ground. Move along to the next toe, then to the middle toe, index, ring toe, and then the baby toe. And each of those toes, just feel when you press them against the ground, feel how they feel that contact with the earth. And that's a perfect example of 𝐸𝐴 𝐸𝐴, where your mind goes, the qi follows. So if you suddenly feel dizzy, it's because qi has moved up into your head. And that's what we call in the West dizziness. In China, they call it rebellious qi, qi that's gone where it shouldn't go. And so you can reverse that flow by putting your mind in your toes. And suddenly the energy starts to move down in your body. You don't feel so dizzy anymore. A few more long turns to open up the spine, open up the neck, and then we're going to draw this exercise to a close. But we don't rush to a stop. We just go very slowly. very gently, bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit, becomes smaller and smaller. And then it comes to an easy, gentle stop. To balance ourselves out, we can gather chi. Plant your hands in the earth, lift a ball of chi up. Draw this ball of chi up above your head, and then gently allow it to come down through your body, softly drawing chi down. Move energy from your head. Move energy into your chest. Move energy deep into your belly where we store all our chi. And then relax your hands and the chi flows down into the earth. Lift and gather. And gently pull. We're imagining moving any excess energy out of the head, any excess energy out of the chest, and moving it deep into the belly. And then it just kind of connects down your legs into the ground. It's like making a lovely circuit of chi. We lift up, blue sky chi. All the chi down through the body. So normally 3 times is enough to bring us back into balance. Focusing everything deep into the belly, we can almost pause our hands for a millisecond. All the chi gathers, and then we release the hands. Okay, so this is a very good calming exercise. If you suddenly feel lightheaded or wobbly, of course, sit down, lie down, do whatever you need to do. But generally, you can bring yourself back to balance just by doing this pulling down exercise. If you need to do it 10 times, that's fine, no problem at all. Just come back to what I'm doing afterwards. So you find your way back to balance and then carry on with the class. And again, it can be done sitting down as well. Okay, so we follow the turning of the waist with a bending of the back and very simple exercises. So just take it easy with your back. Don't hurt yourself. I'll show you the side profile. So all we're going to do is lift up again, same as we've done before, stretch up into the blue sky. But this time, really try and lengthen and stretch your arms. What we're going to do is coordinate our head and our arms to begin with. So we're just going to move the arms forward and the head goes forward as well. And you can just feel the nape of the neck beginning to bend as you try and coordinate your arms and your ears. When the arms get to parallel with the floor, now we can start the upper back. So try and bend into your upper back. Try and bend into your middle back. Try and bend into your lower back. Soften your knees, and then just let the body hang down as far as it's comfortable to go. Try and release the back of your neck as much as possible. When you do this exercise for the first time, you want to see what I'm doing. You want to look up and look around, but try to give up your neck entirely. Don't hold any tension there at all. You can tuck your tummy in slightly, lets you get a little bit lower sometimes. Back of the neck is soft, body's just hanging down, fingers close to the toes. Okay, imagine that your foot can be split into 4 pieces. There's a line drawn between your toes. Gently stretch down towards that line. And then release that stretch. The next line would be drawn between the roots of your toes. So just gently stretch down towards that line. And then release. The next line would be drawn between your insteps. Gently, as you can see, we get deeper with each bend. Gently stretch down towards that line. And release. And the last line is drawn between your heels. Gently stretch down towards that line, back to the heels, and then release. Just let the body hang and relax for a moment. Okay, to bring us standing upright, we lift the tailbone, point it right up behind you, right up into the blue sky, and then swing the tailbone towards the front of the body and start to assemble the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. When you're about halfway up, bring up your arms and ears together. So this adds a kind of cantilever effect to the stretch. Bringing up, stretching up, up, blue sky, chi. Good. And then we'll do a back bend as well. So just let your hips and knees softly go forwards, and you can gently lean backwards. And then stretch up to the blue sky, gently lean backwards, and stretch up, gently back, stretch up, gently back, stretch up. Okay, let's do the whole thing again. Arms and ears are the first thing to go over. So we just bend the nape of the neck. The arms and ears coordinate. Just out of interest, they don't squeeze the arms and ears together. Try and keep your shoulders open and relaxed. And then move into the upper back, then move into the middle back, then move into the lower back. Let the body hang and relax nice and gently. Make sure all the pressure is off the back of your neck. Okay, stretch softly down towards your toes and release. In line with the roots of your toes. And release. In line with the insteps. Gently release. Back towards your heels. Good. Just let the body hang and relax here for a moment. Lift the tailbone to point up behind you. Push the tailbone gently forwards. Start to roll the spine slowly up. Arms and ears come up together. Stretch up into the blue sky. Stretch up. Stretch up. Let the knees and hips softly drift forward. You can lean gently back and up. Gently back. Stretch up. Gently back and up. Gently back. Stretch up. We're going to do the same again. Just to note about the arms and the ears, try and keep this space between your arms and ears. So we're not really sort of trying to glue them together. We're trying to keep the shoulders still quite wide and open, relaxed as we go down. Okay, so this time, see if you can do the exercise with your legs straight, which will get an extra stretch on the hamstrings. Okay, so usual, arms and ears go over together, leaving that space. Try and keep the legs straight now as we bend into the upper back, as we bend into the middle back, and then we bend into the lower back. So you may not go down as far as you did last time because now your legs are straight. That's fine, doesn't matter. We're just hanging here gently with the back of the neck relaxed, trying to keep the back of the legs as straight as we can. Just watch your balance, but you could just gently move the weight a little bit forward to the toes and you'll just feel the back of your legs opening up a little bit more. Okay, so let's do our exercises again. Stretch down toward the toes and release. In line with the roots of our toes and release. In line with the insteps and release. Back towards the heels, nice deep bend. Good. Body relaxes and hangs. Gently point the tailbone up into the blue sky behind, and then push the tailbone to the front of the body. Start to assemble the spine, one vertebra at a time. Arms and ears together, bring those up. Just puts a little bit of extra pressure on the neck as we come up. Up, up, up. Blue sky chi. Soften the knees and hips forward. You can gently lean back. Up and gently lean back. Up, gently lean back. Up and gently back. Last time for the whole exercise. Stretch arms into the blue sky. Nice straight legs. Just the arms and ears coordinated. Bending the nape of the neck. Then the upper back goes. Then the middle back goes. Then the lower back goes. We bend down and we try and keep our legs as straight as we possibly can. Just let the body hang and relax there. Legs are nice and straight, stretching out the hamstrings, gently tipping down toward the toes, and release. In line with the roots of our toes, and release. In line with our insteps, and release. Heading back to our heels, deep bend. And relax, release, let the body hang. Lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Roll the spine up. Head, arms, and ears gently come up. Slowly stretch up, stretch up. Last little set of back bends, gently backwards, hips move forwards, knees move forwards, and up, gently back, stretch up, gently back, stretch up, back, and up. Hands up in the blue sky. And we're just going to gently release the hands down the sides. As your hands come down, the chi level inside your body kind of settles as well. So we draw the hands down and the chi sort of moves down in the body. And the hands relax. We're going to do this pulling down exercise again, just to balance everything. So the hands go in the earth, lift a ball up, and then imagine drawing this ball down through the body. So this is like a full stop at the end of the exercises. Draw the chi down through your body. Move the chi deep into your belly. Really find your center deep inside. And then release and relax the hands. Chi pours down. Lift and gather. Gently pull. Draw the chi deep inside. As I say, 3 times is normally enough, but if you need to do more. In this last exercise, we were inverted, so sometimes chi moves into your head. It can make you feel a bit dizzy. And this is about obviously rebalancing that, moving it out of your head, bringing it back deep into your belly, drawing the chi deep inside. So 3 is normally the magic number, but if you need more, go ahead. Last part of the warm-ups, just a little set of side bends. So lift your right hand up. You can take a gentle breath in. And then exhale, go across to the left-hand side. Feel the right side of the body gently opening. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. It's just a little interim breath in and stretch. Feel the right side of the body opening up. Breathe and lift your right hand up. When you exhale, swap the hands over. Breathe and stretch up with your left. And exhale, cross to the right hand side, opening the left side of the body. Gently breathe in and stretch to your left, right. Breathe in, stretch right. Breathe in, stretch right. Breathe in, stretch right. Okay, very good. Let's just do one more lift up. Breathing in. When you exhale, swap the hands over. Breathe in, lifting up your right hand. And then head across to the left. Gentle breathing in. Bend left. Breathe in. Go left. Breathing in. Little stretch left. One more. And stretch left. Breathe the right hand up. Swap hands over. Stretch up on the left. Head across to the right side. Okay, gentle breath in. Go right. Breathe in. Stretch right. Breathe in. Stretch right. Last time. Stretch right. Very good. So just lift the hands up in the air. And then we drift the hands down through the body. Just to finish off, we can do a couple more of those. Like a full stop at the end. Nice breath in, just gathering chi, pouring it down through your body. Doesn't matter whether you lift up your hands at the side or you choose to lift up your hands at the front, or at an angle, wherever you want to lift the hands up. Just gather the hands up into the air. And then just gently pour this chi down through your body. And then you just assess, how do you feel? Do you feel steady? Do you feel settled? If you do so, actually, the next thing we're going to do is just to bring our hands onto the belly. And so that's quite a sort of settling and calming position as well. Bring your hands down onto the belly, and then we're going to take a moment just to think about our body, see how we feel. Just put one hand on top of the other, settle them on top of your belly button. Just see how your body feels. Does it feel stable? Does it feel okay? If you feel that you want to do more of that pulling down, do so. If you feel that you want to sit down, do so. So we're going to go into our meditation now. So the point about this is that if you do it in standing meditation, with your knees gently bent and your body nice and straight, it's a really sort of good way of gathering energy into your body. And so a lot of illness is seen as being a depletion of your chi. And so this is the optimum posture. You know, sometimes we stand with our hands in front of our belly. It seems being the optimum way of gathering chi, but it might not be the right way for you to do that today. You know, you might need to sit and just have your hands in front of you, or lie down and have your hands in front of you. So whatever works for you, just find the best solution. And it might be a hybrid, as I say, you might do some standing and then some sitting. But if you can stand, it's great. That's the sort of optimum way to gather extra chi into your body. And what we try to do is we just try to gently quieten the mind. And when the mind relaxes, the body can move back into healing mode. And so we just work through that as we have a setup for that. So Dr. Pang, who was the creator of 𝐸𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐞𝐧𝐠, he created this thing called the 8 phrases of qi. It's a standard Chinese poemic form, 4 characters per line, 8 lines, and encapsulated in this little poem are, in fact, song, are all of the ideas about getting ourselves into a really deep state. So first I'm going to gently sing it for you, and then I'll translate it for you. So it goes like this. To Tian Che Di Jin Song Yi Chang Wai Ji Yan Ne Ji Shin Chong Go Yinyam Bo Chi Shen Zhou Tai Kung Shen Yi Zhao Ti Zhou Shen Rong Rong Zhou Shen Rong Rong Zhou Shen Rong. Connect your feet with the earth. Connect through the earth out into the blue sky beyond. Connect beyond that out into the universal chi. Same with the top of the head, up into the blue sky, out to our solar system, out into the universe. Gently let your whole body relax, soften. When we become this universal being, it's easy for our mind to gently start to expand. Expand your mind throughout the whole of your body. Expand your mind out into your workspace. When we move to this gentle and deep and relaxed state, suddenly it's not easy to tell the difference between the inside and the outside. What's you and what's the chi field around you? You allow yourself to gently dissolve into the chi field. The barriers between you and nature dissolve. they were only a construct of your left logical side of your brain. So we allow our mind to go offline, to become quiet. The image that Dr. Pang gives is a pool of water on the side of an alpine mountain, beautiful, clear, clean, blue, reflecting the sky. Your mind, clear like that, clear like a perfect mirror, reflecting the outside world. When the outside world comes knocking, you just gently reflect it back. Behind, inside, all is calm. Scan gently through your body. Where needs a little bit of help today? You can be completely intuitive about that and just allow your body to show you where it would like chi to be flowing. Or perhaps you know exactly, you have some sort of diagnosis, some sort of problem that you're working with. You can imagine sending chi deep into that important place. So either way, just allow your body to show you where it would like help. Or you can be very direct about where you would like this chi to go. Or you can just allow nature to take its course, as it will anyway. You can be very targeted about sending chi to places in your body, but ultimately your body will do exactly what it needs to do anyway. You don't have to worry about that. There's a beautiful innate intelligence deep inside. When we soften beyond the physicality, we move into our chi body that surrounds us. We move and feel into the chi space that we work in. We move beyond that and we feel perhaps the countryside round us. Perhaps we can consider the energy of our country, the energy of our continent, the energy of our beautiful blue planet. You can imagine moving back almost like a satellite view from space. See our beautiful planet. Imagine our solar system around you, the sun and the stars, Milky Way. Go beyond, imagine our galaxy. Allow yourself to soften and go beyond the whole of our universe. What an extraordinary tool our mind is that allows us just to become one with the entirety of the universe. How amazing. Our universe is made up of this beautiful, undifferentiated chi, this vast resource of energy. And the thing that changes it is our consciousness. So now we can imagine bringing back the energy of the universe, draw it back to our galaxy, to our solar system, start to find our way back to our beautiful blue planet, bringing back this extraordinary healing energy we've gathered. We can stop for a moment and just consider somewhere, someone, something on our beautiful blue planet that might require some love, some healing, some help today. You can imagine sending a beam of pure love. Bathe someone, something, somewhere with this healing energy. And then we slowly start to work our way back, discovering our continent, our country, our state or our county, and finding our way back eventually to our workspace and then to our body, and imagine just absorbing all of this healing energy deep inside our bodies. How incredible, the power of the universe at your fingertips in this way. So Dr. Pang's very simple exercise, when he says Kai, it means open, and it means exactly that. It means let go of the stories of your body and open yourself out into the chi field. then we use the word he, which is a Chinese word. It essentially means draw the energy back from the universe and bring it deep inside. And so he says there are only sort of 8 movements in the entirety of the universe. And the most principal of them is open and close. And the other ones I can never remember. It's kind of, go inside and come out, or, these kind of things. But the one that we're really concerning ourselves with is this idea of open and close. And so we sometimes say, open, close. But I like to use the Chinese words. Kai is open, is closed. Why are we doing this? What are the stories that have brought you to this class? What are the things you're working with you would like to bring about change? Sometimes that is a very obvious question. My knee is very sore and I need to fix it. Okay, so that would be very easy. We would just imagine our knee dissolving out into the universe, all of its problems disappearing, and then bringing back some super healing chi to pour inside our knee, and the knee working very well. That would be a very easy thing to work with. Perhaps both knees or your spine or your neck, perhaps it's something very, very straightforward that you wish to pour chi deep inside. And perhaps there's another layer to it. What, perhaps we go deeper into an organ, something like that. I've been told by a doctor I have some heart issues. Great. So when we open our hands, we imagine the heart just dissolving, millions and billions of little cells dissolving into nothing. And then when we bring the hands back together, we would bring back the perfect version of your heart. The heart as it was when you were, 16, when you were athletic, when you were in great working shape, or something along those lines. Perhaps that's not irrelevant. Perhaps you've always had a heart problem. So perhaps you can bring back the perfect image of a perfect working heart, from somebody else's heart, like an athlete's heart, something like that. So perhaps you can choose some other image that works better for you than your own one. Our stories are so complex and difficult, aren't they? So we have to just adjust these little healing methods to suit what we need. I can only give you a few ideas. You have to sort of fill in the rest of the story yourself. What's brought you to this class? Perhaps it's not about a physical problem. Perhaps it's been a series of emotional blows. As we get older, we have to face things that change the course of our lives. Death of a parent, breakup of relationships, these sort of things. Very often they have these knock-on effects. We can spend a lot of time feeling upset about it, feeling emotional, deeply emotional. And those eventually sometimes can create problems deep in our body. So perhaps the root is what we're here to work with today. Perhaps something that's been keeping you down for a while. So why not dissolve that story? Let it go. Dissolve it at the deepest level, and then bring back happiness into your life, sunshine. So when we're working with something like a knee, then you've got a very distinct idea of what you want it to look like. You want it to be healthy, working, no arthritis, whatever the kind of case may be. When you're working with a story, it's different. You're letting go of people, you're letting go of things, you're letting go of a time in your life, you're letting go of emotions. What do you bring back? What do you fill the hole with? Well, again, the choice is up to you. Perhaps you can just see a happier time in your life. Perhaps you can just think of something like a beautiful place. Perhaps you have a safe space you feel comfortable in. So who knows? Perhaps it's just letting go of a person, alive or dead. Doesn't matter. It's all just energy. When you open your hands, you can release an entire lifetime of relationship with someone and bring back, who knows, just a feeling of happiness, just sunshine deep inside your chest or your heart. I leave you to work with a visualization. We can move our hands if we wish. Perhaps you don't even want to do that. We can say Kai and her, which I will do. You can say it out loud if you feel the vibration is nice. You can sort of, sometimes you might want to do Kai, something high, but other times you might want to Kai, go really low and feel the vibration in your body. So either way, it doesn't really matter. If you decide to stay totally silent and just move with me, that's also fine. Maybe you don't want to move your hands at all. Maybe you just want to lie down and listen. Whatever is right. Adapt this for you. And what suits you today may not suit you tomorrow. So listen to your mind, listen to your body. Find the exact perfect way to be, just in this moment. So when we open our hands, we use the word Kai. As discussed, the direct translation of Kai is open. But it's got so much behind it in Chinese. There's this idea of dissolve. There's this idea of letting go. So Kai is a really powerful, deep idea of release, of openness, of letting go. Then we say her. Strictly translated, her is close. But it's also gather in, receive, bring back. All of these kind of ideas are entwined in her. So Kai has this letting go at a deep, deep, deep level. And her has this restoration, this rebuilding that we can create for ourselves. One of the nice levels to work at is actually the DNA level. We hear so much about DNA and these, I don't know if you know about the telomeres. So we have these two strands of DNA that twist together. And on the end, there are these caps called telomeres that hold the DNA together. When your telomeres break down, eventually the DNA unravels and then the cell dies. So the longer the telomeres are, the longer your cells live, the longer you live. And so sometimes it's really nice to think about like a sample cell, just from your school biology, just the sort of cell wall, the black thing in the middle, the nucleus, and inside there, the little strands of DNA. You don't need the detail, you could just imagine that. I'm sure we've all seen a picture of a cell at some time. Perhaps you might want to think about a sample cell and let that dissolve and all the problems with the cell dissolve and all the kind of the junk inside the cell dissolve. And then when you come back, you could make this perfect cell, this perfect, beautiful cell, clear liquid inside, the mitochondria working well, the little DNA inside, everything is perfect. And this one cell could be between your hands. You could imagine the whole cell dissolves out into the universe, and then you bring back this perfect one cell between your hands. And then you can just imagine that cell is every cell throughout your entire body. So the imagery is incredibly powerful. It's very important as well. Fix on something that feels right for you. Pick something off this list or make up something completely new. And we'll just do some dissolving and regathering together. So what works for you today? Gently open and dissolve. Gather healing chi deep inside your body. Letting go at the deepest level. Rebuilding ourselves. Perfect. Everything working. let go, let go. Bring the healing chi deep inside your body. Feel it penetrating through the stories that have brought you to this place, penetrating through the physical issues in your body, penetrating through emotional problems in your body, penetrating deep into your cells, penetrating to your DNA, penetrating to the molecules that make up your body, to the energy, the chi of your body. The deepest level, you are renewing yourself from the universe. Let's really open ourselves up. Let your body gently dissolve. Let's open further. Let's open into the chi field around us. Let's open up across our country, across our continent. Let's open up across our entire planet. Dissolve yourself into our solar system. Dissolve out into our universe. Out, open, dissolve, let go, let go. We are all made of stardust. We are part of this fantastic universe. Let's imagine the vastness of our universe. There's this idea that our universe is contained inside like a balloon, if you like. The balloon is made up of every thought that ever has happened and ever will happen. The vastness of our universe is contained almost like in a library of ideas, thoughts, lives, beings. So somewhere there is the original blueprint of you. We imagine this vast library at the end of the universe, and in it has the perfect blueprint of you, the way everything in your body should be. It's like visiting this vast library. Perhaps you might want to imagine walking up the steps into a beautiful library, millions of books on billions of shelves, and somewhere in there is a book marked you. And you can walk through your library and find this book and open it, and inside are the plans of how your body works perfectly. Think, right, okay, great. I'll bring those back. I'll bring those back into every cell of my body. And of course, we're in this vast universe of chi. And so there's untold resources. If you think of tiny you, a speck and moment of time and space, there's so much energy here. It's infinite. It's vast. It's available to you. So never feel that there is not enough, because the universe is infinite and vast. It's only the left side of our brain that tells us there's not enough time, not enough energy. It's an absolute fallacy. We are here, spread out across the entirety of the universe. There's everything you need in your life. So when we start to bring ourselves back, we bring back these vast resources, we bring back this beautiful blueprint to heal every cell in our body, to heal every atom, every molecule, every story in our lives. So gently draw back from the four corners of the universe, searching for our solar system. From our solar system, we start to find our way back to our blue planet. We start to find our way back to our country. Drawing all these resources back to our workspace. See your chi body, see your chi self. Draw all this healing information deep inside. Draw it into your cells, into your body, into your life, into your emotions. Just stand for a moment, or sit for a moment, or lie for a moment, and feel every molecule of your body is being renewed by this information. This good information of the perfect you, the perfect life, is percolating every cell of your body. At an atomic level, at a DNA level, at a chi level, at a blood level, at a bone level, at a muscle level, at an emotional level, at an endocrine level, at a nervous system level, at a blood level, at a physical level. Everything is bringing about change. Well, there's a story about our bodies. We can shift things at an energetic level, at a mind level, really quite easily. The more it becomes matter, it takes a little bit longer, but it doesn't mean that it will not immediately start changing from this very moment. The second you begin this process, things in your body start to shift and change. It might only be a tiny incremental physical change today, but at a deep underlying level, your body has started to move. It started to shift. It started to change direction in the direction of your healing. And every day, we gently take this idea of dissolving all of our problems, connecting with the vastness of the universe, the huge resources, and pulling this chi deep inside us. And so every day, the energy of our body shifts. The thoughts inside us start to shift. The feelings and emotions start to shift. And eventually the body just catches up. And so sometimes people say to you, oh, I've been living with, heart disease or cancer for a year, but it doesn't bother me anymore. It's not a problem. I don't care about it. And that's exactly it, because the healing is taking a little bit longer. It doesn't move immediately, but every single day their life steps forward. They've stopped the decline. They've stopped crashing. They've started turning and they've started rebuilding. So it doesn't actually matter how long it takes. As long as every step of your body is moving gently forwards, then that's all that matters. You've started the healing process. Keep it going. Keep going with this every day. So let's just let the whole body open and close a few more times. Ah, letting go, letting go. Feeling this healing chi deep inside your body, every cell working well. Ah. Relax, release, open. Welcome this deep healing into every cell of your body. Couple more, a little bit more quietly. Last two can just be breath, movement, mind, no sound. Gently move our hands back to our belly. Place your hands on your belly. Feel your energy field deep inside. Lower dantian, lower energy field, is abundant with qi. This wonderful resource of qi deep inside your body. Blood and qi flow well through your body. The body is open. No blockages. We have this vast reservoir of energy deep in the belly. We also have a beautiful reservoir of energy deep in the center of our chest. Imagine the middle energy field, middle dantian, glowing like a sun deep in the center of your chest, radiating qi out into the organs. Fill your lungs with qi. Fill your heart with qi. Imagine your spleen and pancreas on the left-hand side filled with qi. Your liver on the right-hand side filled with qi. And round the back, our kidneys abundant with qi. Blood and qi flowing well through our organs. So when the organs are filled with qi and the qi is in balance, then everything else in the body starts to work well. The three fundamentals. We imagine our nervous system. So think about your nervous system from the brain spreading out down the spine, tendrils spreading out to your fingertips, down your body to your toe tips, into every aspect of your body. Think about your nervous system in perfect working order. We can think about the physicality of it, the myelin sheath that wraps around the little kind of electrical cables that send the signals. We can think of everything in perfect working order. All of the connections, perfect. Everything in your nervous system, strong. And of course, the nervous system carries all this information around the body of what the body needs to do. So it's the sort of one of the messenger systems. So we think about all those connective messenger systems working really, really well in the body. The second system to think about is the endocrine system. So we think about things like the pineal gland, the pituitary gland in our head, in our throat, we've got your thyroid, and then we've got the thymus and the chest. We've got things like the on top of the adrenal glands, all of our sexual organs. All of these things are part of our endocrine system. Those are the chemical messengers. So Dr. Pang says you have the most complex system in your body for creating chemicals. He says, but you need to be in control of that system. You need to be telling your body what chemicals you want. And we do this just by having these positive thoughts for our body, by thinking about heart and lungs working well, think about liver, pancreas, the digestive system working well, think about heart and liver, blood system working well, by thinking about kidneys, urinary system, the filtration systems in the body working well. We're giving these kind of positive thoughts to our body, and that sends all the correct chemical messengers through your body. But also by thinking about ourselves in a kind way, not criticizing ourselves, not being fearful, not being angry, loving ourselves. We're sending the right chemical messages through the body. So we change our stories, we change our life. We start to think about ourselves in a better way. We start to find strategies to love ourselves. And then the whole cascade of chemicals in your body changes. And when you change the chemical constitution of your body, things that have been a problem inside your body can change as well. So we think about the ability to dissolve all of our problems out into the universe. Universe is a huge place. It can take all of your tiny wee problems. Don't worry. So you just let go of all of these family issues, religious issues. You let go of the news, let go of politics, let go of schooling, let go of, colleagues, let go of relationships, children, lovers, things that have been a problem to you. Just let them go. And when you let them go, you can allow this love to pour into your body, to pour into your life. And as soon as you start to think about yourself as a wonderful, beautiful person that you really are, then that changes the chemicals in your body. So this second system starts to work well. And the third most important system is the heart, the blood, this kind of very technical system that brings nutrients all around the body. The liver's part of that, and the spleen, everything, the lungs, the heart, everything is part of our blood system. But we think about the heart strong and working well, and the valves and the aortas, and think about all your vascular system, everything working well and strong, clean and clear, no blockages, beautiful red and white blood cells flowing around your body, deep inside the marrow of your bones, everything working well. So we have this idea that all of these systems are working well. And your body responds to that. Your body loves that as an idea. Blood and chi flowing well. All functions of your body in perfect working order. And the universe at your disposal. You are able to gather energy whenever you need and allow it to penetrate wherever it's required. You are allowed to change your mind and change your life. Change your mind and change your life. We say hao la in Chinese. Hao la means good already. Hao la, everything is changing. Hao la, my body is fixed. Hao la, the universe supports me. Hao la, everything is working well. Think to yourself, hao la, everything is good. So we have to start to draw ourselves back to the end of our meditation. If your hands are away from your belly, you could just bring them back into your belly and just hold that for a moment. It's got a nice homely feeling, bringing all the chi back to your belly. We can imagine all this chi deep inside the belly. We can move it around the body. You can send it up your spine, up into your brain, illuminate your brain. We can imagine the brain working well, filled with chi, total clarity, sharp brain, brain functions restoring themselves. This chi is supporting perfect brain function, strong brain. And then we can imagine the qi flowing up the spine to your neck, to your shoulders, cascading down to your fingertips, the qi illuminating the whole of the spine, flowing out into the upper torso, into the middle torso, lower torso, the qi pouring down into your hips and your tailbone, into your hip joints, pour the qi down into your thighs, fill your knee joints, pour it down into your calves, pour it down into your Achilles, into your ankle joints, pour it down into your feet to the tips of your toes. We imagine this kind of flow of qi, the soles of your feet. Draw this wave of qi up the back of your body, take it up over the top of the head, pour it down the front of the body, all the way back. This beautiful wave of qi around your body. It's called the 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐟 layer. It's this protective layer of qi around your body. It can be, 2-3 inches, 6-10 centimeters. The more you build it up, the stronger it becomes. It becomes this wonderful protective layer of energy around your body, keeping away things like viruses and bacteria and any energy that you don't need. We have this lovely sort of buffer zone around our body. So strengthen your 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐿 layer. Make this protection and think to yourself, I have this protective layer. I don't need these things coming into my life. And so you build up your 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐿 layer. And then we think about what's called the qi body. It's like a meter in front of you, behind you, left, right, up and down, a big sort of bubble of qi that encapsulates you. And so the idea is the 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐿 layer protects you, but the qi body connects you appropriately to the outside world. It protects you as well, but it's also got this kind of connection, protection idea. So we see ourselves a being of light inside these energy fields, safe, happy, a big smile on our face. Let's close down just by drawing 3 circles around the belly button. So you just draw your hands around the belly button 3 times. And this kind of brings all the excess energy, anything you need to store goes deep inside the belly, and we hold any excess there, and it's going to power us up all the way through our week. And then we can take 3 circles in the opposite direction, which just brings us back into our physicality, brings us back into this moment, brings us back right here, right now. Put a big smile on your face. Slowly open your eyes. Oh, wow. Been on your cosmic journey and now returned. So just release your hands. Give them a bit of a shake out. Shake out your feet a little bit. What do you need to move? Do you need to do any sort of bends? If you're going to do a bend, make sure you do it very slowly and come up very slowly, because you can get terribly dizzy. But just do whatever you feel your body needs to do right now. If it doesn't want to do anything, do nothing. And yeah, so thank you very much for being here today. The recording of this class goes up onto my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel has got nearly 150 of these, hour-long classes. So if you go onto YouTube and you search at Jeremy Colledge, you'll find lots more of these classes, which have all sorts of different healing modalities in them. Okay, so we just finish off by saying Hao La. Hao La means good already. So Hao La is Chinese. It's kind of like, it's an affirmation, if you like. Hao La. And so we put our hands up in the air. I count 1, 2, and then we say Hao La. So just raise your hands up. 1, 2. Hao La. 1, 2. Hao La. 1, 2. Hao La. And then we have a little salute for each other. In 𝐸𝐴𝐸 Qigong, we have this salute where we bring the right hand up, left hand down. We put the hands in front, but often in sort of Taoism, and you see this crossed hand. Buddhism, you see this kind of hands like this. And so, we have this little salute. Really nice to see you here today. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can always find my website, which is quantumqigong.co.uk. You could message me if you have any questions about what we've been doing. But it's been really lovely to see you here today. Hope you have a really nice day. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.